Hey guys, welcome to NewsBlast.
That's not weird. Hold on. Recenter myself here.
Oh, I was just about to say, big people, big news. Hashtag big people, big news. We're back. So big that we can't get adjusted. To half of Gary's outside the screen now.
Fit in the screen anymore.
You can even like flash.
Can we get bigger screens?
We can flash. We should go flash to our 3 months ago when we launched the blast.com.
Yeah.
Where like we were like this. Now we're half out of the screen.
I feel like they're giving us smaller TVs. That's how it works, right?
So listen, Gary's been gone for a few days, and the Golden Globes happened.
I heard.
And we've got the greatest video of an after party of the Golden Globes. Mariah Carey, I think you guys have seen pictures. She was there. She was nominated. She, went to some after parties, but this is inside one of the exclusive after parties, and she sings "Touch My Body," but she does it and flirts and gets kind of like up in what's the guy's name? The guy's name is Jack McBrayer, who was on 30 Rock. Yeah, he's in the original video. So she sings and does a version of it. You got to hear a little bit of it and see his reaction right here. Look, the bottom line is, how cool would it have been to be at that party? Mariah Carey's in the house. They put her song on, which if
where's Brian Tanaka? And when all this is going on,
he's getting her a cocktail.
Oh God!
He's over there getting. He's over there.
She looks fantastic.
She does. She looks fantastic, and coolest guy. He's really funny. But it takes everybody back. Don't do it right now. As soon as we're done,
side window.
If you're at work or at home, pull up that original video he's in. It's a great video. She is smoking hot, and he is hilarious in it. But anyways, I don't know. Feel good thing to start off the day. Start off our Facebook Live, our News Blast, with fun Globes after parties.
Yeah,
that's it.
Down for that.
Now, we're going into another Golden Globes thing that kind of broke today. We want to talk to you guys about a little more serious conversation about, obviously, the Golden Globes. There was a lot of, specific things going on that has to do with Time's Up and 50-50 in 2020, and everybody was wearing black, and a lot of those things were going on. And one of the other things that happened, which I'm so proud of her in one sense, and also the way she reacted to it was even better. Kendall Jenner walked the red carpet of the Golden Globes, and online immediately people were reacting to the fact that her skin looked a little broken out.
She had a little breakout.
How old is she? 20-something? Like, it happens. Like, I have a few under my beard here.
Awesome.
She looks brilliant. She's beautiful. But I mean, I guess if I try to zoom in, and the internet trolls do that, like they go like, oh, there's a zit there that's covered up by makeup. So what? Point is that, people were saying that, and then somebody specifically said to her on social media, like, good for you for rocking it hard. Like, who cares? Like, a lot of people that are in this business may either, one, not go, or change up what they're looking like, or pull their hair down, or something different. And guys do the same thing if they have a zit. But she's like, you know what? People get zits, and who cares? I think her response was, they said to her, look, it's cool that you rocked it. And she wrote on her social media, never let that shit stop you. And that's cool. I mean, look, it's just cool. End of story.
Great.
Drop the mic. You know what? I'm going to rock it. And by the way, like I said, Kendall Jenner she's been smoking hot, like in every different...
She's been pretty open about her skincare issues in the past, that she actually had dealt with acne, and that she used to be so worried about going out and doing events that she developed kind of like a low self-esteem issues from it. So clearly, like, she's grown beyond that, and great, good for her. I mean,
and I also think, her mom is a brilliant manager, and I think there's probably...
skincare
line, endorsement deal in the future, which
she teamed up with Kylie and did makeup that cures acne.
Absolutely, that's coming.
Patent pending, Chris.
We got you. Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. By the way, we should point out, because whenever me and you do this, and we kind of always mention that everybody out there, it is freezing cold in the United States in most places. Usually we're sitting here kind of laughing at all of you. There's just big water dots on our camera right here, like,
It's still like, this is the first weather LA gets, and everyone like.
Oh, you can see people down here freaking out. Yeah, this guy's like, there's people like running right here, like, oh, Like they're, like people know how to drive.
Dude, when
There's
you're
up
driving
here.
to
There's
work,
people
it's crazy.
crashing.
Yeah.
Like
accidents on Sunset.
Yeah.
Right now.
even the actual like drainage that's built. The entire Sunset Strip and Sunset Boulevard was flooded coming to work today.
Yeah.
And luckily at 4 a.m. or whatever time it is, I'm the only one on Sunset.
I was curious. Like,
Besides, no, people are actually. When I get up and come here, same as Gary, there's people from the nightlife going home. Like they're like on Sunset,
That's always
like
fun.
coming out of the strip clubs, like,
Yeah.
hey, let's go get a burger, and then those people too were in this much of water. So
it was crazy.
That's what this is right here. Is it's actually raining in Los Angeles. So
we needed it.
yeah. All right, let's move on.
This is my favorite.
Okay, big story. We've talked about it a little bit in the last day. Oprah had a great, unbelievably passionate. Calculated speech, some would say, at the Golden Globes, and calculated by way that people right away started saying, Oprah's running for president in 2020, it's guaranteed, we're getting behind her, she's our person, and an LA Times reporter actually got Stedman, her longtime partner, coming out of, and what a great person to ask, right?
You would think
it
you
was
would know.
smart, it was like, Stedman, I'm gonna ask you one question, is Oprah running? He answered, and the quote he answered with was what?
He said if the people want her, she'll do it, and basically confirming that she would do this.
The people want her because
People
that was
definitely want her.
Right. But
so Gail,
we got to get clarification.
Yeah, Gail.
If you're talking to Stedman, we got to talk to Gail for.
Gail went on CBS this morning, and actually said that Stedman got it wrong. And she kind of threw old Stedman under the bus, which was not cool. She said that he misunderstood the question, and he thought that she said, would she make...
Oh,
would she make a good president?
Right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Like, would she... If she did it, would she make a good president?
And he said, but Nora O'Donnell actually held Gail to it and said, no. Here's exactly what he said, saying that if the people want her, she'll do it.
His quote was specific.
It was very specific. It sounded like he really understood. And Gail was just saying he would not just come out and be cavalier and say that. And then she said, I spoke with Oprah for a long time last night, and she said her stance has not changed. And so she was really downplaying. Now, she did say that Oprah's intrigued, that there are people saying she needs to run, that they're saying she would win, and she's intrigued, but she was really trying to downplay it.
Honestly, I'm just going to throw this out there. I would probably listen to Gail over Stedman. I realize that Stedman's there too, but Gail is...
But see, I don't know.
I don't know how close Stedman and Oprah are, but I know Gail's close.
But Gail knows the game. See, Gail knows that you don't ever reveal that yet.
Yeah, well, you know what? And that's why I was going to say, I'm glad you brought that up. I also want to defend Stedman for a second. Stedman is not used to, I think he's a professor, and he's a very accomplished guy.
He's
but the reporter walking up to you outside the Golden Globes, that's not his thing.
Yeah.
Gail is on air and understands it, and
poor
Oprah,
Stedman.
obviously. He just was like, yeah, she's great. Sure she do.
It went
kept
everywhere.
walking.
That was the biggest story.
Boom.
Yeah. One job, Stedman.
And by the way, she's like, I talked to Oprah. Gail says, I talked to Oprah for a long time last night about it.
Yeah.
You mean you and Oprah scolded Stedman for a long time about what he did?
Can you believe what Stedman said?
They sat there together and went, Stedman, honestly, this is this problem with what you they had full school. All right, listen,
Stedman, Gail
I'm
and
not
I
saying
would
we don't like you. Yeah, but we like you. But I'm just saying what you did was really wrong, and here's the 9 reasons why. Go sleep in the guest house.
The beautiful guest house.
Yeah, which is I'd say it was bad.
He had one of his private chefs taken
away.
away.
No, but you have to take the golf cart because the back house is so far away. You have to take a golf cart together.
Gail would be chief of staff though, right?
Yeah, dude. I think they went over it yesterday, but
you guys did a really good thing.
We did a great.
Oh, you said Kerry Washington?
We did a great.
Where was
cabinet.
Gail?
Gail wasn't in the cabinet.
I don't know about that.
Vice president.
Oh, that is true. She could have been.
Yeah, she could have been VP. Yeah. All right, so let's move on. One of the biggest things going on right now in this country. There was a national championship football game last night. Alabama versus Georgia was a huge deal. Also, the reason I say big in the country, one, it's big in general. Donald Trump showed up. President Trump showed up, walked through the entrance into the stadium, stood on the field for the national anthem. There's been a lot of talk about
whether he knew the national
whether he knew the actual words, whether he was mouthing the wrong words. Yeah. It got into a way down there. We also heard rumors about it, the president showing up to a stadium like that is slowed everyone down getting in. It's a security.
Oh yeah, you want to tailgate outside? They were shutting off parts of the parking lot.
But I want to talk about, because I watched this game. A lot of us out there did.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for this. I'll let you take this one.
Tua Tagovailoa.
It's pretty good. Better than I
Tua Tagovailoa.
Cool.
Which is, if you don't know and you slept under a rock last night, the quarterback that came in for Alabama in the second half, who is barely 18 years old, who's from Hawaii, and put on a not only stunning performance with victory, but also is now legend in Alabama forever. Like, regardless of what happens to him now, this kid is barely old enough to drive, and this guy just stepped into a national championship in just a half of football and brought him back.
Yeah,
so
pretty great.
Here's what's cool about him. We got a video of him, and we're starting to kind of like look at him because he probably no chance in hell he was ever going to play in this game. Maybe not in next season. Like, I don't know. But since he's now literally the hero of Alabama in general, we looked at some of the stuff, like just who the guy is.
You want to know about him.
He went to school at a Catholic school in Hawaii.
Very religious.
Very religious. Also very, very musical.
Yeah,
and you got to watch the video of him in the you got to watch the video of him in the.
Gail's a good video, but
get it right over there. Okay, sorry. You got to watch the video of him in the quarterback's room looking at plays. He gets on a ukulele and throws.
One of the coaches,
down.
one of the Bama coaches shared this.
It's just awesome. They should have shared this, because right up there you can see like Alabama's plays for the national championship. But if they would have shared it 12 hours before, we would have had a leg up. No, I mean, look,
awesome,
coolest kid ever.
Like he said that he loves
be
playing the ukulele. He credits it with his brothers growing up, very musical. He sings in his church choir. I mean, this is very, very cool.
It's funny because that music in general just makes you feel better, no matter when you listen to it. Although if when you get emotional, like Gary was about 30 minutes ago.
I do get emotional quite often.
If you I always go to the YouTube video of Izzy doing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Oh, the big guy?
Big Izzy. Yeah. Oh, man. Whoa, you want to like just bawl for a solid hour.
Yeah.
Watch that YouTube video, because when he passed away, then they all went out on their longboards into the ocean and put his ashes out there. Whoa. But it's the same thing. Like, it invokes emotion immediately, that music, no matter what. But anyways, coolest guy. We've got some photos on theblast.com. Go check it out from him when he was younger.
A lot of people are going to be playing ukuleles in Alabama. It's going to be the thing now.
Yeah, they're going to sell ukuleles.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Patent pending again. If we sell ukuleles.
Bama ukes.
Exactly. All right. A little more serious subject for a second. So we worked on a story, and I specifically worked on it for a long time on, what's today, Tuesday? Monday.
Today's Tuesday.
About Rock Hudson, who, if you don't know who he is, was a big star, on-screen star for a lot of years, and kind of an interesting background. He was gay and closeted because of the environment. And there's a lot of stuff about his life. And then when he died, his money went to, I believe it was either one of his partners or friends of his that were then in a home for motion picture artists who are like a retirement home. A lot of his money he donated. So that I say all that is, we actually got a hold of legal documents, and I made a bunch of phone calls and got some information. He actually has a daughter who is in her 70s and did not know until very recently that she was actually Rock Hudson's daughter.
Wow.
So here's what's interesting. And I've seen this, and Gary's worked with me for many years, people going to court and saying, my father's Michael Jackson.
Most of the time, right after they die.
Well, one, right after they die, or two, it's attached to it is, and I'm owed $100,000 a month, in back child support and
Yeah.
whatever. And it's always a monetary thing. But in this case, her name is Susan Dent. She filed these documents in 2014. A lot of the documents are sealed, so you didn't hear about this story. One, because of that, and two, because if she had a good story to tell, if she wanted the publicity or to sell her story, you'd have already heard what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But so anyways, she finds out from her mother, close to death, that her actual biological father is Rock Hudson, and for the reasons that I just explained, kept it quiet because of his, who he was, and then she decided, okay, wait a minute, that's my real father. Then I want to go and establish that legally. Now again, I'll pop it up one more time. For what reason? It always seems financial. This woman and her husband are fabulously wealthy, way wealthier than Rock Hudson ever was. From what I looked at, wealthier than Kate Hudson. We're talking rich, right? Because they were huge real estate people, and she actually at one point owned Madonna's house in Beverly Hills.
That's cool.
Very wealthy.
So why does she want to know so bad?
So according to her, I am told that she wants to, one, amend her birth certificate, that's her father. Two, she actually reached out to Rock Hudson's family. One, to establish the relationship, but two, they actually volunteered their DNA to prove it. She claims she not only has the DNA, the test is conclusive. That is her father.
So the family's not.
She already knows. The family's not fighting it right at all.
It's kind of beautiful, actually.
Such an interesting story. And so, believe me, I asked a lot of questions because one, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Two, okay, I get you want to have a relationship with the family. They already actually have a relationship. But I do understand kind of wanting to know and making it legal, I guess. And that's what she wants, along with being able to, like I said, have some interaction with that estate, whether it be to do something in memory of her father or, because like I said, she's wealthy. She could probably do some things to live out his memory in Hollywood. So the end of the story is it's still in court. The executor of Rock Hudson's estate actually filed documents, and it got dismissed the first time because it's weird, and without being long-winded, look, there's no reason for this. There's no money. There's no anything. He's dead. There's no relationship to be had. There's no reason to go through the courts on this. They threw it out. She appealed it. The appeal won, and she is now back in family court to decide if the judge will actually allow her to officially, biologically, and legally be his daughter.
Very cool.
Nice story. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right to Thanksgiving.
That's kind of cool.
So, kind of cool. If you want to read the whole story, it's very interesting. It's on theblast.com.
You can go. 23andMe things.
It's funny you say that. I went home to talk to my wife, and she was like, "Yeah, what if you've got a bunch of relatives you don't know about?" I go, if my dad wasn't my dad, I think I'd be pretty upset. No, what are you talking about?
My dad was Rock Hudson, though. I'd definitely.
It'd be cool, but
money.
My attachment and yours would be. And by the way, we're doing a museum.
Get paid,
yeah, exactly. So, all right. So serious. We always try to do this on NewsBlast, especially with big people, big news. Go back and forth. Lighthearted, fun, awesome. We got a bunch of photos of Kristen Cavallari doing a photo shoot.
Paying homage to Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, awesome idea. She has a jewelry line she's promoting. She's doing the beach. What do they call it?
She's not wearing any jewelry.
I'm not sure we're allowed to zoom in on this photo, but there's jewelry on her.
I got plenty, buddy.
There's some jewelry there, Gary.
Oh yeah,
Gary's all.
All right.
No, I mean, look, there's a few things that come right away at you in the photos. What came to me first, and because we've talked about it, it's right up here above my head. One is
how cold it was.
Yeah, it's freezing outside.
She was in Malibu on Monday. It was
but Malibu. Look at her. She's you can tell in her face. It's like, yeah, this is really sexy. Except I am freezing, and I am done with this. How cold is the ocean under her feet right now? Cold. Keeps hitting her ankles, and she's going, guys, I don't think I can be any sexier. It's freezing. She's going like this, like posing all sexy and going,
yeah.
And they go,
beauty.
Goosebumps.
Yeah, I get it. But anyways, I feel bad for her. She's gonna sell a lot of jewelry with these photos, and we're all for helping you promote your jewelry line and sell them.
James.
What's it called?
Uncommon James.
Uncommon James. So go check that out, buy it. But if you do, just know, like me, if I bought it, I'm not gonna look like that if I buy it.
I disagree.
Put it around my neck. If Carrie wears a sweater like that in the ocean, it's not gonna come out the same way.
I might have to do that.
Yeah.
I might have to do that.
Anyways, go check it out. Like I said, she's great. She is married to an NFL quarterback.
Jay Cutler.
And, she's got kids. And
you know what's interesting though is she's very vocal that she didn't want him to come back and play with the Dolphins. He signed a 1-year contract with them. This last season they didn't make playoffs yet again. She does not want him to play in the NFL anymore. She doesn't like the criticism. She doesn't like him playing. And as soon as the Dolphins missed the playoffs, she was back in LA going to Golden Globes events, going all this stuff, doing photo shoots. So clearly she likes the LA lifestyle. She doesn't want to go back to Miami.
Well, you know what's interesting? Look, we can let it go, but I think also Jay Cutler's been in the NFL. He's made a lot of money. She makes pretty good money.
Yeah.
I don't know. At a point, I'm with you. I think they
Give it
have
up.
2 kids, maybe 3 on the way, but she has at least 2. And
3 soon after this.
Yeah, I think 3. Yeah. There may be one in the oven now.
Yeah.
But it's like. Yeah, I would get that. Like if you have $20 million in the bank,
It's like, where you
just invest some of it and buy a big house in Orange County. She's actually from south
Laguna
of LA by
Beach.
an hour, Laguna Beach. If you ever watch that show, she can buy for the price of a Miami house or an house right here behind me up on this hill somewhere. Triple the house, if not more.
Yeah.
Beautiful place to raise your family. So
Who was it? Steven?
Also,
was that her boyfriend on Laguna Beach?
Steven.
Steven.
Yes, Steven.
Wow.
What's Steven doing these days?
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude. Hi,
Steven.
He's up to now.
Steven's hosting like a cooking show.
Steven's working at the McDonald's at Laguna Beach.
Is that all we have?
I think that's it.
All right, let's go back. Let's go out on a picture of Chris and Cavallari.
It's pretty good.
That's a good one.
You don't wanna see us.
or go back to Mariah. We could do touch my body. That's
That's pretty good.
Touch my body.
Goodbye. Fade out. Yeah.